In the last tutorial, we had seen how to call the API using an asynchronous task, and we have displayed the data received from the API in a toast. So in this tutorial, we would be going to parse the response received from the API, and we will create a UI and display the data after parsing it using Android using Java JSON parser. See what the response we receive. For that, I will create a log d or log I, okay, and here I will tag response or API response, and in the message section parameter I will add string builder dot to string. So it should display a string over here in the logcat under info. Okay. Now we have received the response over here. So first of all, we see that in the response there is a results key in JSON, and it has a value of type JSON array. So for that, to get the data from this array, we will use JSON array. Array results is equal to new JSON array, and we will pass over here the response we have received. So here sb dot to string, and it can throw an exception, that is JSON exception. So we will put this in a try catch block. So now this will return us with the array. In this array, since we are not passing any kind of extra parameters, so it should return us only information for only one random user. So we can get the data from index 0, the object one, index 0 of the array. So for that, I will be creating a JSON object, and let's name it as user because it is a user. And now over here we will get results dot get JSON object, and we will pass the index of the object. Now we have received the object user. In user there is gender. Let's try and output the gender to check if our parsing till now is okay. Get string, and over here gender, and we will pass it to publish progress. Okay, now let's create call the API, and it has returned us an exception, JSON exception for line number 56. Okay. Oh, overall it is an object, so we will need to first get it as object. So let's write JSON object which is equal to new JSON object and sb dot toString, and over here we will now change it to obj dot, dot get JSON array, and over here we will pass results, and now for public progress we will comment data out. Okay. Now it is displaying female, and the result we have received has gender female. Okay, now we have got the data, so we can now start with the parsing remaining information. So if we want to get the name, whole name, so we will need to get its object first. So I will be creating a JSON object name equals results dot user dot get JSON object name. From name we will get title, first and last. So that would be string name equals, oh, let's change it to name obj, name equals uh, name obj dot get string title plus, and let's copy it again, and that would be last and first. So this line of code will return us with the whole name that would consist of title, first name and last name. In the same way we can get the information of location, since location contains multiple different key value pairs, and there would be street, city, state and country, and it ends over after a time zone over here. So after that we get the email. So let's get the email first. String email equals user dot get string, and it will be email. So let's first display the name, email and gender. Okay, now that I have pressed over here, it should be getting the data. Okay, unterminated object at results. Which line is it? It's over there. And why is it getting that? Okay, let's try it with equals isn't equal to -1. Okay, so the last portion of data was being skipped because it would be 0 when we have read till the last byte. So previously we were skipping over that. Now I have updated it so that after all the bytes have been read from the response, then this loop should end. Otherwise it would continue. And as you can see, we got the name, the email, and the gender. So that's how we parse the JSON re- result we receive from any API call. And since this was REST API call, so there was JSON response. And now let's create a bit of UI to display the data. Now we have created text view for name. Let's create for email and gender as well. Here it would be gender, and here it would be email. So we have got three different text views. And here it would be email. So we have got three different text views. If we see in the layout, we have these three text views to display the data. So now, or we can get the text views over here. So here we have three text views, and we will get initialize these from the views in the layout of activity underscore main dot xml. So we will do find view by id dot id dot test view name, and same for email and gender. Okay, now let's move on to updating that over here. So we will pass in the indices. These indices will represent which text view to update. So now instead of toast or with the toast, we will be creating a switch case which will depend on teacher.percent, and that would be values 1 dot to string. Or and over here case 0, for case of we need to update the name, so we will do tv dot set text, and here values 0 dot to string, and then break. And same would be for case 1 and case 2. Case 1 would update email, and case 2 would update the gender. Let's see how it goes. So now we have got the data over here. First will be name, then the email, and then the gender. Okay, now after it's done, let's go through what we have done. Now we have created 3 text views, namely text view name, text view email, and text view gender. We have received those text views in our activity in their respective variables. And then after we have parsed the response for name, email, and gender, we have published their progress, or we have updated the UI after their processing has been done. So in progress update, on progress update, we have added a switch case in which we have parsed the value we have sent as the second parameter, and based on that we are updating text view name, email, and gender, so that their respective values will update only their respective views. That's all for now. The code will be shared in GitHub repository, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for watching.